Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today I am finally doing this review. This is one of the most anticipated reviews on my YouTube channel, and a lot of people have been asking me, have you tried this? Will you review it? Finally got it. It's the Immaculate Liquid Powder Foundation. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first tried this out, I did not like it because I had the wrong shade. It was a little bit too light, and I was like, oh, this stuff is horrible. I can't believe it. Now it's okay. I do like it, but there's times when I don't like it, and I'll explain that to you in a little while. So this is $55. This is the box that it comes in, and I've been using this for a while now. I am in the shade Nude, for anybody who wants to know, and it's the perfect match. When you get this foundation, oh, I don't know what happened. Anyways, when you get this foundation, it comes with a little screw on top. You take that off and then you put your pump right inside and screw that on. So then you have your pump. And this is 30 mLs, and the packaging is beautiful. I mean, it is just gorgeous, and I love that it's a pump because it is less, it's more sanitary, which is nice. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read to you the claims from Hourglass's website about this foundation, and then I will tell you what I think about it, and then I'll do my demo and all that good stuff. I'm not going to read everything because it is long. Let me just let you all know they do have 16 shades, so they do have a pretty large selection of shades, but if you ask me, they're darker shades. They need to have a little bit more darker shades, you know, for women who have darker skin tones. Other than that, that's it, but they do have 16 shades, so you should be able to find your shade, and if not, then that's what I'm saying, they need a little bit more. But it says it's a breakthrough liquid to powder formula that absorbs oil, camouflages imperfections, and delivers a long-lasting velvet matte finish without the need for touch-ups. It's targeted for oily skin, acne-prone skin, and it delivers an unparalleled matte finish and real longevity that lasts all day, eliminating the need for powder, blotting tissues, or constant touch-ups. So let me show you. Now, when I first started using it in the correct shade, I noticed that it was really drying, which is crazy because I have combination to oily skin, but I get oily more in here and up here, and you can see that, you know, like right here. And it was dry, and I was like, oh my gosh, it feels really nice on. But one thing I did notice is that if you do have dry patches, it's going to emphasize the dry patches. So, and then I tried a bunch of different primers and stuff like that. I found a good pair. This is the Josie Marin 100% Pure Argan Oil Light, and I like to put that on my face before I apply this, and it looks great. I also found that it works really great with their primer, their Hourglass Mineral Veil, and I have a little sample, and I got this when I bought my Hourglass lightning palette with their powders, and I'll be doing a separate review on this as well. This works good too. What I'm going to say is if you have combination to oily skin like me, or dry skin, because this is made more for really oily skin, you need to moisturize like no tomorrow. I wouldn't recommend this for dry skin. Like I said, if you do, moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. Because at first I was hating it, and once I moisturized my face good enough and I put my primer on, then it worked, but it still did emphasize the dry patches. So what I'm gonna do, and it's $55, I don't know if I mentioned that before, very pricey foundation. The best way I found that it applies good for me is with my Real Techniques buffing brush. The Sigma F80 is a little bit too dense for this product, and it kind of just eats up all the product. So this works well, and then my fingers works really well too. Sorry, my little ones. We're passing by right now, so you guys probably heard them. But I'm going to show you, this is said to be for acne prone skin, which it is. It does not break me out. This foundation does not break me out. And one other thing that I want to say, once you find your perfect match, it does not oxidize at all whatsoever, which is amazing because you know a lot of foundations out there that are higher end like this do oxidize. But I just want to show you, I have bad breakouts. I have, you know, sunspots, age spots. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit. I'm going to take this. I like to shake it before I use it. And I'm going to take one pump and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. It looks rather thick. The great thing about this, but it's not, and it doesn't feel heavy. When you put it on, you have to work really fast with it, and it dries to a powder finish, which is amazing, and it's silky. It doesn't feel heavy. So I just like to kind of dot it on, and right now I'm having really bad breakouts. So, and I actually use about 2 pumps. That's another thing that I really don't like, is you have to use a little bit more product. I mean, but this is pretty amazing stuff. I just dot it everywhere. I don't have a set way to do this. And then you just want to buff it in as quickly as you can. Okay, so this is one coat. This is not a full coverage foundation. It does say that it can be built up. I've tried, and to me it's more of a medium coverage foundation. And you can still see my blemishes, however they are really, really bad today. But I like how it just kind of evens out the skin tone. Now what I like to do, I'll go back in with just a little bit more. And with my fingers, I just go in the areas where I have my blemishes to cover them, and I just kind of dab on a little more in those areas, which is all along here. And I'll show you right now what I mean about it emphasizing the dry patches. You get this in and pat it on. Okay, so it covered them a little bit more, but not really well. You're gonna have to go back in with some kind of concealer. And let me see, let me zoom in. Can you see how it emphasizes my dry patches right here, here? Can you see that? Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to finish off the rest of my face, and then I will be back to give you my final review and final thoughts of this product. Okay, I have the rest of my face done, and this is what it looks like. My final thoughts. I have a very love-hate relationship with this foundation. Reason being, I thought I was really loving it. I even tweeted about it on Twitter until my husband told me, why does your skin look flaky? And that's my dry spots. And I'm going to zoom in again. Let me see. Can you see? Right there? Those dry spots? Do you see them? Ugh. Yeah. I like wearing this when I'm having good skin days, when I am not breaking out. It's great that it doesn't oxidize. It helps control oil. I would suggest this for people who have very oily skin, not combination to oily like mine, because it does control the oil, but like I said, the dry spots, that's the only issue I actually have with this foundation, is the dry spots, and then it doesn't cover up my acne. I have to go back in with a concealer to cover it up, which is like extra work I would do with any other foundation. Let me turn on my fan because it's kind of hot. My new lights are so hot. But other than that, would I repurchase this? No. Now I do know that they have another foundation that is supposed to be suited more for dry to combination skin. Will I try it? I think I'm just going to get a sample before I actually run out and buy it, because it's $55. This is pretty steep. And I love how it evens out my complexion. It really does not emphasize fine lines, which is amazing as well. It's just the whole dry patch thing where it emphasizes those dry patches, and You know, I treat my acne with acne treatment, and even after I put on argan oil, it still emphasized that. This part of my face from here up looks amazing. From here down, it's a different story. So I'll let you all decide what you want to do about this foundation if you want to try it out, but this is my honest opinion. You all know I give you my honest reviews, so thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you love this review. This is coming straight from me and my heart and my honesty, but that's how I feel about this. I really wanted to love it. It's not my favorite high-end foundation. You know, I don't know, I might return it, but maybe not, because like I said, when I'm not breaking out and I'm not dry patchy, I love to wear it when my skin looks really good. But to me, that's just like, I'm not going to be wearing it that often, you know what I mean? So anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye everyone!